All right, there we go. So, all right, so I couldn't show you Dr. Moore, but he's sitting over there graciously waiting to answer any questions that you have. He is the chair of the Master of Science in Finance program, or I should say the finance program here at Walsh College. Then we have Dr. Laura Frost. She's also on the Zoom. She is the head of the management program here at Walsh. And then we have Richard's iPad. That's Richard Davidson. He is the head of the taxation and business law program here at Walsh College. So I'm glad to see everybody's out here. I'm glad to have everybody out with the this horrible weather, just kind of burning everybody up. There he is. He's showing his face. There he is, handsome as ever. All right, awesome. So, all right, so with that, what I'd like to do is to get started is to always go around in the room and ask people what their names are, what they're expecting from this presentation tonight, and what are they looking to accomplish. So Sundis, I'm going to start with you since you're here, and then I'll go to all the Zoom people once I go beyond that. So tell me a little bit about what brings you out here and what you're looking to do.
Degree in statistics. I've been in the real estate business more than 15 years.
Okay.
I'm a broker and real estate agent. I'm looking to get my MBA in business.
Okay.
That's all.
Anything else? So you look at you just want to earn your MBA in business. What's prompting you to do that?
Just like since my experience in real estate and in business, I would go to a next level in the business.
And what does that next level look like to you?
That's a good question.
Okay. So I'll just write down next level. And I'm going to put question mark after that because a lot of people you might find that a lot of people are kind of dealing with the same thing here. So we'll kind of go through and think about that, okay? All right, so Maya, tell me a little bit about, I got your name now. So
yeah, Maya. My name is
what are you expecting from this presentation? And what are you looking to accomplish with coming here this evening?
Yeah, actually, I have like a bachelor degree in French literature.
Okay.
I stopped working for a long time because I was so busy with my kids.
Okay.
Now I want to be back. I like marketing a lot.
Okay.
So I want to try doing something for myself and be back to work.
Okay.
I'm expecting to collect more like information and check like if I'm more into it.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, great. So you said marketing?
Marketing.
All right. And you also said business.
Yeah, MBA, master in business.
You just want like business like as an entrepreneurship business or
like
business?
Like management and marketing.
Okay, all right. So I just realized something. I was very rude. The young lady sitting next to Sundis. You're good? Okay, I just want to make sure. You look like you were chomping at the bit to tell us like you have goals, you got some things you're looking to accomplish. Okay, awesome. All right, ooh, somebody just came in. So now we have a couple people on the Zoom, and I'd like to talk to them a little bit. So I'm going to start with, let's go with Jennifer Cruz. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're looking to do here and what you expect from the presentation? If he doesn't answer, I'll just assume that she's away.
Hello.
Okay.
No.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I'm Jessica Cruz. I was a little confused. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's all right. No. Welcome to the MBA info session. I was just going around the room or going around the Zoom room and asking people, what are they looking to get out of the Zoom room? To get out of the presentation tonight, and what are you looking to accomplish? Can you share that with us?
Yes. So what I'm expecting for this presentation is to understand better the MBA program that Walsh is offering.
Okay.
And I'm just a chemist that got transferred from Mexico because of my job to the US. Okay. And I want to also in the future look for a position in product manager. So I want to start an MBA.
Can you repeat that again? You said project manager?
Yes, product manager. So, or something related to the business. So I just want to do an MBA and be ready for that next movement on my professional career.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. So we're going to go with Ama Kumi. Ama, can you tell us why you're here and tell us what you're looking to accomplish and what do you expect from the presentation this evening?
Hi, my name is Ama Kumi. I'm originally from Ghana, West Africa. I've been here for some years now, almost 10 years now.
Okay.
And I have a bachelor's in accounting. And currently I got a new job and I'm working in the taxation department. So my hope is to get more information today and to decide if getting a degree in taxation is what, getting the master's in taxation is what I need, or if I should just get the master's in the accounting, like the general accounting.
Okay, so you're looking for a master's of, now you had a couple different ones. You said master's of taxation, is that what I heard?
Yes.
And a master's of business, a master's of business administration, and then also a master's of accountancy?
Yes, I'm torn in between what I should do, because the reason why I'm torn is I don't want to take the master's in taxation just because of the job that I'm doing.
Okay.
I need to understand that this is, I don't know how to explain it. But
That's okay. That's all right. That's okay. That's all right. I look forward to being able to have a conversation. Hopefully what we'll talk about here tonight will help you out. And then if you want to have a better conversation, much more deeper, more vibrant conversation, I'm willing to have that with you, or you can have that with, actually, Susie is our finance taxation. Let me see, can this move over here a little bit? They can't, oh, they can see you? Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, you just waved your hand. Okay, good. Oh, there's Dr. Moore. I didn't even think about that. Oh my goodness, I tell you, the heat is getting to me here.
Hey,
Okay,
Scott.
so,
Scott,
all right, so, yes?
Scott, can you hear me? This is Rick.
Yes, what's going on, Rick?
So just offer the young lady that if she wants to talk about the MST program, I'm happy to meet with her at any time. And then you might also want to point out the MAC concentration in tax and also the MBA concentration in tax.
Perfect. All right, well, we'll definitely be talking about all of that this evening, so thank you. All right, so now the other person I see, Victoria Liebrecht.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Then Irwana and Naila and Adiyinka will be, we'll get into you in a moment, and then we'll get started.
So,
What's going on, Victoria? Talk to me.
So I'm actually a chemical engineer. I work for Cooper Standard as a materials engineer in the materials group. And I'm looking to get an MBA because at some point in my career, I can see myself as a manager or a director, and I would like to be well-rounded, and I would like to understand the business aspect as well as the technical aspect of automotive. So that's why I'm here, and I'm excited to see what you guys have to present. So.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. All right, so now, Irwana, can you tell me what you're looking to hear from the presentation and what you're looking to accomplish?
I'm looking to hear maybe those different concentrations that the MBA program has. I'm actually already registered for classes. I'm just here to get more information on concentrations. And
all right, awesome. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now to the next person, Irwana, are you there? Are you there? All right, we'll go to the next. Naila.
Yes, this is Naila. How are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing? Can you talk to me about what you're looking to do and what you're expecting from the presentation?
Okay. Well, I've worked in the governmental and nonprofit sector for many years now, so I'm kind of seasoned in my career, and I kind of have, I think, reached a glass ceiling in terms of upward mobility and just more promotional opportunities. So I think having that MBA kind of will round me as a leader. I have supervised, but I haven't been had that title as manager. So I think that will help me accomplish that objective.
Awesome. All right, so we got some pretty good ones here. All right, so now, Irwana, are you back?
Oh, hello. Yes.
Hi, how you doing? What's going on?
I'm fine. I'm fine. My goal is to finish my bachelor degree in accounting.
Okay.
So right now I'm started a new job in accounting. Before I work in a loan department, so it was different little.
Okay, so you're looking to finish a bachelor's degree?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna allow you to stay at this party because it's gonna talk about graduate level school programs, but I have a star in our midst here. Her name is Susie. And she is the person that handles the undergraduate degree programs for our finance, accounting, and tax programs. So when you get the chance, you're going to collect my information at the end of the presentation. Call me,
Okay.
I'll send the email to her, and then you guys can have a conversation and discuss some things that you're looking to do, okay?
Okay, thank you,
Awesome,
Scott.
so
Thank you.
enjoy. Please stay engaged with us, and we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, so
Okay.
Adiyinka, I see Adiyinka's iPhone. Are you there? Not yet? Going once? Going twice? Okay, we're gonna get this party started. All right, well, thank you very much for coming out. Awesome, a lot of great ideas here that people are looking for. So concentrations, more information on the MBA, next level, people are trying to achieve that. Marketing and management, understand the MBA. Project manager, becoming well-rounded, breaking the glass ceiling, and finishing degree. So have I addressed a lot of those issues already? We're just at least pointing those out. And if so, if you feel like that, then let's go ahead and let's get this going. So, you know, the thing is everybody talks about trying to get to the next level and what it means to help propel themselves from where they are to where they want to be or where they desire to be. Or sometimes they're looking to complement what it is that they're doing with a business degree, because you have a lot of people out there who earn a business degree at some level, or maybe earn a non-business degree, as the young lady had mentioned, she's a chemical engineer, and they want to begin to do things that help them move into the next level. They either want to be a manager, or they want to do things that involve strategy, or they want to do things that involve, you know, interpreting some of what the strategy is to create tactics for them. And what the MBA allows you to do is to begin to build on that by giving you a very broad, what we call a general management outlook that focuses on strategy. Our program is a little different. You're going to hear that in a little bit. But the goal is to try to help people who are stuck become unstuck. And sometimes that happens, and you want to begin to think about, how do I do that? And perhaps looking at an MBA program could be a great way for you to begin to look into ways to move yourself around or complement current skills that you have. So we know in the past 2 years, we've had pandemic, war, supply chain challenges, recession or supposed recession. The Fed is doing rate hikes like you wouldn't believe, and Dr. Moore can definitely talk to that. Management challenges, when you think about people resigning, people leaving the workforce. We don't know where half these people are supposedly. But the thing is that we know that what happened 2 years ago and what's going on now, you would have never anticipated. And so that means we need to think about what's going to happen over the next 2 years. And we need to begin to figure what is the best approach for us to position ourselves. How do you look at what's going on now and then begin to prepare for what's coming? And our goal here at Walsh College is to begin to help you think about that in a way that positions you as the hero in your story. What are you going to do to add value? How are you going to add that value? Then how do you get recognized for adding that value while trying to pursue things that are going to help you move into the direction that you have for yourself? A lot of people in here have goals. Usually MBA students do. So sometimes you may want to think, as we're discussing, what are my next goals for 1, 3, and 5 years? And how do I begin to think about positioning myself with some of the things that are going on? So is the Walsh MBA for you? Could be. I never assumed that it is, but it is an option that you can consider. And, you know, as the screen says, doesn't matter what your background is. The thing is what are you looking to accomplish? And that's why I asked you what you're looking to accomplish. And a lot of you have some serious goals that you're looking to go for. And so the thing is that you're trying to find a way to get an education that's going to help you move forward from where you are right now to where you want to be. Now, I heard a lot of you say some pretty interesting things, and I think that it's something that we all have to talk about to help us know what you feel is going to be the best route for you to take to get there. Okay. And I also think that as you begin to take that first step into looking at how you're going to move in that direction, it helps to talk to people like us to help you see, you know, what is important. How do you do that? How do you make the time for it? how do you build a commitment, how you get your family involved in it, and all the things that involve having that work-life balance that we're all trying to achieve. And then also you throw in school. I mean, I was going for my master's degree, and my wife was pregnant. She was going for her master's degree. And then we had a 5-year-old son who was active in almost every sport that he can imagine. So it becomes something that you have to begin to think about. How do you do it? What's the best way to do it? I can tell you, Dr. Moore, when my daughter was born, I was participating in something called the ACG Cup. And that is like an investment banking type of competition that we would do for our MBA accounting and Master Science and Finance students. And I was doing like investment banking calculations and trying to help my team while I was in the delivery room with my wife, waiting for her to be induced to do this so that she can have the opportunity, so I could have the opportunity to participate while she was waiting to have a baby. And a week before that, she had just finished her finals to complete her degree at another school that I won't say here because I'm too competitive to say it. But yeah, that gives you an idea about what's going on here with how people have to make the decisions to do things, to get things done. So the thing that we did with our MBA program is we built in the idea and a framework called organizational resilience. And the reason why we began to do that is we looked at the world that was going on around us. You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know if there's going to be another war, famine, another baby, formula not being delivered, or any kind of situation that's going to occur. You want to begin to help your organization to begin to think about how to deal with those disruptions, how to deal with those issues in the best way possible, and how to make the proper decisions that allow you to thrive when things are good and thrive even better when things are bad, because that's really what it comes down to. Okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit more about organizational resilience, because I want to let you know how it kind of lays up into strategic thinking, problem solving, employee and process development. So the important thing to think about with organizational resilience is you're trying to make an organization go from being fragile to what they call anti-fragile. And that's actually a term that I understood I came to understand from a guy by the name of Nicholas Taleb. He talks about that there are things that are going to just happen. And to give you an idea about who Nicholas Taleb is, he wrote a book called The Black Swan. And what it dealt with things that related to things that are just some of the most oddest anomalies that could ever occur and that you just would never even expect. And no one ever expected anything like, for example, the pandemic. I'm going to pick on that situation, that disaster for a bit, because it is something that has done quite a bit to our society. And I think when you look at how you're going to run your organization, what do you do when these things happen, and what's the best route to take to make sure you know what to do when those things happen, you want to begin to prepare yourself. And our professors here at Walsh are looking to help you begin to think about that and to think that way, to have that mindset, and to build those mental models to help you see what the world is, how to make choices within it, and then how to thrive at the same time. So with strategic thinking, it's about trying to understand how do you deal with change? What does it mean to deal with change? And what's the best approach to begin assessing what's going on and then making a proper decision on the kind of change that you need. When it comes to problem solving, it's about looking at the world and seeing what it's throwing at you, assessing again what's going on. You do a lot of assessing, to be honest with you. You try to understand what's going on. You define what the problem is properly. You begin to break it down and analyze it. You begin to look at it to see what it is. And you begin to either try to synthesize or come up with new solutions to those problems in the best way that complements what you're looking to do and also what your organization is looking to do, okay? So then there are employee and process development. Your employees, they have to grow. Your employees have to be educated in a way that can benefit the organization. Your employees need to be rewarded with what they come up with that are new ideas, new approaches, and new processes for doing things. And then there's process development, where you find out that something doesn't work one way, but then you find out that maybe there's another approach that you can take to help you begin to do that. And our goal is to help you begin to understand that in the best way possible, whether it's new to you or something that's going to be a compliment to you. At Walsh, we really believe in trying to help people understand what it means to get an education that they can use and that they can analyze and that they can reassess all the time to help them know, okay, this is where I am, this is where I need to be, and I'm beginning to feel like this is what's gonna work. All right, so what's great about our program is we broke it down into two separate programs, so to speak. So we have one option, which is what we call the traditional MBA program. So most of those are going to be involved with finance, marketing, economics, taxation, things that relate to that. Organizational resilience is going to be a specialization. I'm really getting ahead of myself here, but the goal with the career path for the program here is really to help you begin to think about a broad focus. So the reason why the MBA is designed the way it is it allows you the opportunity to really go someplace else. So if you are a chemical engineer and you're looking to get into management, you have an opportunity to do that. Or if you're the head of a financial department at a local college, you want to begin to understand certain aspects of what's going on within that organization. It allows you to confidently go into that direction and be able to perform in a manner that you feel is going to be complementary to what you're looking to do. And then we have the STEM MBA program, which is great because it deals with all the technology, the data. We know that data analytics is becoming a big thing. Machine learning is becoming another big thing. There was a Google analyst who claimed that a machine had become sentient. Of course, people laugh at it because they think that it's not possible. But you know, he said something for some reason, so he must be seeing something. But I think the thing is just to kind of look at that and look at the world and try to make your own decisions based on that. But the good thing about it is it gives you a chance to look at other careers in risk management and in data analytics, like I mentioned before. And we're just trying to help you figure out where you fit and how you can begin to thrive in that type of an environment. Now, I mentioned earlier about the concentrations that I discussed that, and I was getting ahead of myself. I apologize, sometimes that happens. But I just wanted to let you know about some of the things that we do have in our program. And so if you are looking at anything that relates to that, please, we can talk about that when you have the chance, and I'd like to at least go down that road and help you think about that. Now, the interdisciplinary is something where you can take some of the courses, any courses that you want. So if you find out that you want a degree in MBA with anything that relates to, you want a finance class and an accounting class and then a marketing class and a quantitative methods class as your concentration, that flexibility is there with the program to allow you to do that. So if there are any chances that you're having an interest in just having more of a broad kind of an education from the MBA program, we allow you to do that. And that's what's great about it. So for students who have business degrees, 35 credit hours is what you will have for your program. We normally have foundation courses. And what those foundation courses consist of are business classes to help you become acclimated to what's needed to prepare you for the rest of the degree program. It's that's what I call a soft and kind of a hard kind of a program, because you're learning how to communicate with people, how to engage with them, but you're also learning how to do things that relate to knowing how, for example, what the net present value is of a project that you're looking to get into, or how do you make proper management decisions when you're looking at how many different ways can this strategy help us grow revenue and minimize risk at the same time, or take advantage of growth opportunities and minimize risk at the same time. So that's what we're trying to do in terms of what it means to look at the other programs that we have here. So if you don't have a bachelor's degree in business, what we allow you to do is to take some of those foundation courses like I mentioned, and it just gives you that chance to help you get started. And so don't feel like not having a bachelor's degree doesn't allow you to get started. It's a way for you to just understand. We're trying to help you learn how to think, solve problems, critically think about those issues, how to begin to look at the world a little differently. Sometimes you don't need to go 180 degrees. Sometimes you need only to go 45 degrees to the left or the right, and you'll be right where you need to be. So with our program, we try to help you begin to think about what it means to do that, and that's kind of how it's set up. All right, so Dr. Moore, Dr. Frost, and Rick Davidson, Professor Davidson, I should say more appropriately, all have work experience. So when you learn it from someone like that, guess what you're gonna get? That real world education, that connection, that emotional tie, that disgust when something didn't go right, and that joy when something did go right. And you all can relate to that. On top of that, you're going to be in a classroom with people who are working during the day like you and coming to school in the evening to share their stories. So now you've got a professor who's got a ton of experience plus credentials, PhD, DBA, JD, any kind of a doctorate type of an education. Plus you're going to school with people who are working during the day. They're going to talk about some of the challenges and issues that they're dealing with, the problems that they're looking to solve, and some of the things that they feel are important to them to share with the class to get a better feel for what it means to explore and evaluate and synthesize solutions to problems that come up. And that's what we try to do in order to help you understand that. They love sharing their stories. Those professors dig deep into what it means to get a solid education, but they're also willing to, strangely enough, learn from the students because they haven't seen everything, but they love it when they get new opportunities to learn something new, to even add to their own repertoire some of the things that they're teaching. So it's great, and everybody's learning together in that kind of an environment, and I think it really helps to build up and, you know, all tides rise, all boats, or something like that. I don't know what the actual quote is, but that's how you want to begin to think about it. Does anybody have any questions? I usually like to save that till the end, but if you have any questions during the program, I like to go back and forth. If you do have any questions, so feel free in the midst of it. I won't stop and say, no, I'm doing a presentation, stop. No, I'm good. So just to let you know. All right, so the admissions requirements are pretty easy. As long as you went to a school that is accredited, and if you are an international student and you have a degree that's either has an evaluation that's a NACES accredited, is it NACES accredited, I believe? Because normally we see WES and ECE, but sometimes we'll see NACES accredited transcript evaluations. So it gives you an opportunity to get started. And then obviously possess cumulative GPA of a 2.75 on a 4.0 scale. And if you have any questions about that, please see me after the event and I'll be glad to talk with you about it. All right. So what is your 3-step plan for success? You apply to Walsh, plan your degree. We can help you out with that. And then you just go and you unleash your success. And the goal is to make it so that all the stuff that you learn, all the knowledge that you acquire from the professors and your fellow students, you begin that whole process with getting involved and getting started, and we'll be glad to help you with any of that, okay? So if you have any interest in doing anything like that at all, apply.walshcollege.edu and we'll go from there. So that's a question that I get a lot. Is it possible? Well, you just heard from a guy whose wife was having a kid during a competition with investment banking people who was trying to finish up his program while waiting for his son to finish a game that he then had to go pick up and bring back to the hospital so they can wait for his mommy to have the baby, his little sister. So yeah, is it possible? It sure is. We've been doing this for a long time, and there are ways that we help people do it. We have online classes and hybrid classes, and it gives you an opportunity to be able to take as long as you have an internet connection and a way to access all the information and anything that's online, you can take your classes here at Walsh College. We have online classes, hybrid classes that include Zoom. So we use the latest technology to help you get an education. I know that the pandemic kind of slows us down from coming back to campus, but there is a way to connect with people if you can't do it in person. And obviously we're doing it right now. So there are ways to get this degree done. There are ways to help you finish it up in a way that you can be successful and go out into the world and do some of the things that you're looking to do when you're complemented with a Walsh MBA. Yes, make the time. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm sorry I was getting ahead of myself with the presentation, but flexible learning options, like I mentioned with online and hybrid learning, we have 4 semesters in an academic year: fall, winter, spring, and summer. And then each of those are 11 weeks apiece. Are those 11 weeks intense? Yes, they are. You are learning a lot of information in a very short period of time. So that accelerated situation that you're learning from gives you the opportunity to move on to use your degree program in a much faster period of time because of those 4 weeks, those 4 semesters and 11 weeks. And all of our classes start at 6 o'clock, and the online classes pretty much update at 6 o'clock on every Monday. So we make it easy for you. As you see, I didn't get started until 6:05, but the people that were able to make it here at the time that we allotted, as you can see, you're capable of doing that. So it gives you a great opportunity to be involved, to get engaged, and to earn your degree and begin to do some of the things that you have planned for yourself in the world. Can you afford college? Yeah. We have financial aid. We have scholarships. Do we have any grants for the graduate programs? I don't think we do.
I have a quick question.
Okay.
Ferociously.
Okay, all right, good. Yes, Victoria, please
I have a
speak.
question. So I was wondering, in regards to in-person classes or hybrid classes, are they all only offered in the Troy location, or is there any other locations that they're offered? Because I know there's some extension centers.
Yeah, I know. All the classes that are offered in the Troy location. We do have a location at Macomb Community College at the University Center. Some classes may be offered there, but currently most of our classes are offered at the Troy campus.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for asking. Thank you for your question. All right, so the MBA is a great value for the program. What we try to do is position ourselves in a way that we're competitive with some of our other schools out there. So I'd say more than Walsh is more like in the middle. If you want me to give you some more accurate numbers, I'd have to calculate some, because some people may have different situations. And if you need foundation courses, and if you didn't have an undergraduate degree in business, we'll have to look at that as well. But we feel that we're pretty competitive as far as when it comes to the tuition that you're making in the program. And then the person I kind of hinted towards to answer that question is in the room, Mr. Jones here, Jeremy Jones. He's our financial aid person. So if you have any questions at all, he's willing to help you out with trying to answer those. And I'm glad he's here this evening if you do have any questions involving that. So affording college is a way that we can do that. And as you can see, he's being as creative as he can with trying to find funding options for our students. So thank you.
We will work very hard if
Yes.
my team
Exactly.
very, very hard
Yep,
to
exactly.
find a way to do that.
Exactly. Yes. Awesome. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so one of the advisors that's attending said that the application fee, the $35 application fee, will be waived if you complete an application for the event. So please let us know when you do that, and we'll be able to get that fee waived for you. So thank you very much. I appreciate that, Lisa. So can I actually do this? Now that's a crazy question. Yes, you can. Okay, I have to admit that before I got started in the program, I did have an afro. As you can see, this is what it did to me, but that's okay. But the thing is yes, you can do this degree. You can pursue it. Let me tell you a story. This is a guy, his name is Aaron Eller, and he actually ended up going for his MBA. And while he was in the midst of doing so, ended up getting fired from his job. So as opposed to putting his degree on pause and not completing it, he went on to complete it. And this is kind of wild because it's actually kind of unbelievable. And I don't mean to laugh, but so somehow he ended up, once he completed his degree, becoming the president of a company that ends up doing business with the company that let him go. So just to let you know, folks, you just never know what can happen out there and how crazy these stories can go. But our alumni do some pretty fascinating things, and I hear some wonderful stories from a lot of them. And it's awesome to know that they're all engaged in the community and doing things that they like to do. And it's more fun to know that I'm a part of that and I can help you with the same thing as well. All right, so let's recap. So you don't have to worry about putting your life on hold. These are the things clearly you avoid. You won't miss out on opportunities. And you don't have to worry about paying too much for your degree because it'll be pretty competitive. And once we get a better idea about what you need and how we can better help you. And I think with doing it the way that we do it here at Walsh, we try to simplify that process so that it's so seamless that it doesn't even phase you as you're going through. All we need pretty much is your degree program plus the transcripts from the colleges, universities that you may have attended. So that gives us an idea about how we can begin that whole process for you. All right. So remember, you're learning from professors and peers who have done it and are currently doing it. You want to begin to understand how you add value to your organization, whether it's your own or someone else's, whether it's directly or indirectly. And your goal is to try to make it so that you find a very plausible way to take you in whatever direction that you desire. And us as a school we're willing to help you do that. We offer career services, we offer student life, we offer in our career services, they do resume updates, they do mock interviews, we have career fairs. We have internship fairs as well, because it's not unheard of for graduate students to be laid off from a job and have to find a way to get another job. And sometimes attending those events helps them find some of the careers that they're looking for. So we do a lot to commit to the student. Our professors do a lot to commit to the student. The people that are here do a lot to help to commit to the students. And so we're looking to make it so that you have a great opportunity to earn an education and make it through it in a way that you feel satisfied at the end. It was awesome watching some of the people walk in commencement this past weekend. You have to admit, and this, I'm not going to say this just for Walsh, but for any school that's helping people think about how they can do things to fulfill some of their dreams and their goals, it's an awesome business to be in because you're truly, truly purpose-driven. And that's what makes what we do here such a big difference. All right, apply today. You've seen that before, so it's apply.walshcollege.edu. I want to thank you for your time. And if you need to contact me, this is my information as well. Do you have any questions? Anybody on the Zoom have any questions? I'm not gonna. Anyone in the back? Okay, well, here's an opportunity. I'm telling you, you've got Professor Davidson, Professor Moore, and Professor Frost. Any questions at all that you'd like to ask them about the programs that they handle, that they can give you some insight on? I see we have some new people. I see there's a Patrick Wilkes and a Fitzum Waldegran. Anything in the chat? Okay, I could not have done that good of a job to not have any questions come out. Okay, what's going on here? Yes.
I am going to have, I'm going to ask Benjamin to put your appointment link in the chat. And then if anybody in the room would like to make an appointment with Scott
Awesome.
after this, come to me and I'll schedule that for you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Susan. Okay, well, if there are no other, Sonia,
Yes.
do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Oh, please ask. Ask away.
I've been out of college for, it's almost 8 years. What can I do to prepare me for this journey for my MBA?
Where did you get your degree in? Tell me about that.
I got my degree in business administration.
Okay.
It's about 8 years ago.
Okay.
And I decided that I wanted to go a slightly different route, not too different, into accounting. I want my master's degree in accounting.
Okay. All right.
So what can I do to prepare myself for this journey since it's been so long since I've been in school?
Okay. Well, the first thing you can do is you can begin to have a conversation with someone about what your goals are, why you're choosing the Master of Accountancy, and what you want that degree to do for you. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I am thinking about retirement.
Okay.
Coming up in the next 10 years.
Okay.
And when I say retirement, I don't want to sit around and do anything. I would like to have something to do.
Okay.
And I've always liked, doing taxes. And I'd like to go into that and possibly start a small business that would, help me while I'm retired to have something to do. So I want my MBA my master's degree in accounting.
Okay, great. So what I can do is, see the person that's putting her hand up right now? That is Susie. And she can help you with talking about the Masters of Accountancy program and answer some of your questions that you have, and maybe helps you find a way to get started with our programs to see if it can really put you down the road that you're looking for. Would that help you?
Yes, that would help.
Okay.
I just, I guess I'm looking for what my frame of mind, like how do I get back up and running to get into this master's program, to get back in school? It's been so long.
Right. So usually, if you want, you can just start and apply and get started that way, or you can talk to an advisor to help you get started that way, or Dr. Morris can give you some ideas.
So Sonia, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I would suggest that your work experience is preparing you exactly for going back to school and getting your degree, because to a certain degree, what you're going to do when you look to get your education upgraded through your MBA or whatever degree, it's another job. And I think the organizational skills, you're talking about a career in accounting. I happen to be a CPA. You are organized because you're doing accounting, and I applaud you strategically for thinking the way that you're doing here, because I think that you're going to find that the economy, we're all going to live longer, we're all going to be healthier longer.
Yeah.
The world of the gig economy, where you start to maybe slow down and get in the right lane, but you stay moving and active, and perhaps have more time on your own terms.
Absolutely.
But you stay active. I think that that's an outstanding career life balance strategy.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. What can I do that's sort of low impact, that is enjoyable? And accounting was, what came to mind, and I'm just in love with it. I've never gone for that career before, and I just want to make sure that I'm in the right frame of mind, that I'm following the right steps, that I can be successful with this master's degree in accountancy.
Well, again, if you have some accounting background, you are organized by definition. So that's a great start.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And then just to all three of you who mentioned accounting, because I know there were a few, I will send you an email after this. I have written down your names. I'll send you an email Thursday morning with my appointment link. I can also talk to you about some things that we have going on for accounting students that will help support your start of your accounting degree. So I will email you Thursday morning.
That work?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, I agree with that. She is ready. All right, anyone else? Any other questions? So after this event, we're going to go over to the area. We have refreshments, and if you like to go for a tour, Kathy is here to take you on that if you want to see the entire campus, with hopes that we'll be back here in full force probably by the fall, but if not, it's still a nice campus to go and do a viewing of. So any other questions before we end the event? Okay, well, awesome. Well, thank you everyone for coming out to the Walsh College MBA information session. If you want to get in contact with me, my number and email are up there. I'll be glad to talk with you. And even if you're not interested in an MBA program, I'll direct you to